Hello, nice to be here from the card and go back to the Simpsons review. And if you already the last one, go and check it out. And we have made it to season 9. Yep, season 9 of The Simpsons has began. That's hard to believe, right? Season 9 of The Simpsons has began. And to start off season 9, we have a good episode. The city of New York City versus Homer Simpson. City episode starts with Moe and his tavern and saying that it's the rush and telling all the rats to get out, and Homer and everybody coming to Moe's, and Barney just washing up in the bathroom and doing this announcement of whoever gets the black egg and the pickle jar does not drink any of the beer, so they'll be able to drive. So Homer, Lenny, Carl, and the other people get it except, Barney, which he starts screaming. And everybody starts celebrating and just playing around. And Barney just cannot take this. Which, the Duff Beer Party mobile comes, and he's like, not now. And these cheerleaders come with this Duff man, giving everybody some Duff beer. And one for Barney, which, he cannot do it. Even though everybody's saying chug, and he's trying to tell everybody that he can't. So everybody else celebrates. And again, Barney just cannot resist, and everybody's just all drunk. And Homer's like, just to bring him the car tomorrow. Which, Homer just falls all drunk when he goes through the door. And 2 months later, their car has been taken. And apparently Barney gets lifted by a limo, and he's all drunk again and saying that he pretty much lost his car and lost Homer's car, and Homer having to ride this scooter to pick up the kids, and Marge is not wanting him to drive a built car, which saying to stitch on some things, which he's on it. And Lisa gets some mail from New York saying that they have the car, and if he doesn't get it from 72 to so hours, then the thing would happen. And Homer's like how he doesn't like New York City, and he tells the story that he never told before of his backstory of New York, which when he was young, he was going to a subway, this guy taking his picture and pretty much running off with it. Homer telling this policeman about it, and he pretty much takes his luggage, and then this guy taking his wallet, and a pigeon taking his food, and this guy dumping trash on him. And then him, when accidentally getting chased, he pretty much falls in a manhole. So he always did not like New York City, but the families agreed that they'll go with him. And he's like, nobody's going to be messing with him anymore. And he throws his wallet with all the baby pictures in the fire. I mean, he didn't need to have to do that. Homer didn't necessarily need to do that. So they all arrive at New York City, and Homer's like he can't feel his legs, even though it's from another guy. And everybody's all excited. And Marge and the kids are going to be going to do other stuff while Homer is going to get the car. And he tells this guy, don't even think about it. And he's reading from what the letter said, and he found the car that's right parked next to the Twin Towers. Yup, the Twin Towers. The Pentecost. So this is pretty much obviously not or before 9/11. This was obviously before 9/11, this episode, because again the Twin Towers are there. And yeah, tickets all over, and he's all freaking out. And they're in the Statue of Liberty, and yeah, I know they have a good view pretty much. And Bart telling these people to get out, and Homer's just in a bad situation pretty much, and trying to get this boat off of the tire that's stuck on there. Was trying to bite off it, but yeah, it's not gonna work. And then having to call the number, which yeah, it doesn't work either. So he's having to sit there until the guy to get the boat off comes. And they're of course on the subway. Bart trying to say that he was born without no taste buds, which he licks the pole and ugh, gross. Which Homer's still frustrated with how long it's taking, and he's getting hungry, which he says a restaurant or a pizza place, and he tries to reach for it, but obviously that's not going to work. And he then tries to tell this guy if he could go to get him something, but he gives him this whatever it's supposed to be on a stick, which yeah, he says is disgusting looking, and then he eats all of it. And he needs some drink to get the taste out, so he drinks crab juice. And yeah, he drinks so many that he's having to use the restroom, but he can't leave the car, so he has no choice but to go to, of what it seems, the Empire State Buildings. Or the Pentecost. The Twin Towers he has to go to, but he's refusing to go. He sees the mailboxes, and the mailman's like, don't even think about it. And they're in this, Marge and the kids are in this town in China, and they see some rats that are inside out and look like they're dead. And Bart has them some fireworks and accidentally letting them off. And Homer imagining a land filled with potties or toilets. Which, yep, he has no choice. He can't take it anymore, so he has to go to one of the Twin Towers to use the restroom. He goes to 104th floor just to find out that, yeah, there's a lock on the man's bathroom. So he has an out of order, please use other tower. So he has to go all the way back down, all the way to the other tower, and we hear him just, getting so much better, which he sees out the window, and yeah, the guy is obviously there, and puts another ticket, and Homer just screams while it just zooms out, and he sees that $250, and yeah, Homer just blaming, and just sick of this, so he just tries to go while the boat is still on there. And yeah, it starts scraping up the car and hitting his head. Bart telling them that he's gonna go do something else while they're looking at these shows and these Mad magazines, which he sees and goes in, and this girl just says it's just a place of business, nothing else out of the ordinary. And then this guy of fun comes in, of asking, and Bart is just wondering like what, and like that's so cool that he's never gonna wash his eyes again. And yeah, Homer's just messing up his whole car, people getting angry with him, calling him out, Homer just not having the best of times. destroys the radio with his foot. Marge and the kids go to this orchestra-looking musical, and they're wondering that hopefully Homer's having a better time, or having a fun time, which, yeah, he's having a horrible time. So he gets to these construction workers and tells them to stop and to let him do his work, which, yeah, everybody's all caught in traffic. He tells this construction worker that this guy is fired, which he takes the jackhammer and tries to take off the boot, which, yeah, he messes up the car even worse and starts pretty much breaking the car, and then gets the boot on him, which, yeah, he gets it off. And the kids are having a stroll, and yeah, they're talking about Homer again, and yeah, he is just not having a good time. And he goes to Bart, Lisa, and the kids, and Marge, telling them to jump, but they're not jumping, so he stops, gets them in, drops the guy out, and they leave, and they're like, can they come back next year? And he's like, sure. No, they're not coming back. Well, trash from this dump truck is pretty much going into Homer's face. Yeah, Homer is definitely not going to be going back to New York City ever again. But a real great episode to start off season 9. But hopefully you enjoyed. It's like, subscribe, and channel. It's fun notifications turned on so you miss anything new. And let me know what y'all think. Catch y'all next one.